Tony Thompson here at Glen Anthony Simmentals. How was the sale last year, Tony?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was really amazing. I'm well renowned for not taking too much notice of data, EBVs.
Yeah.
And so I built up a herd of cattle that phenotypically or their characteristics that you see in front of you is what I judge on.
Yeah.
And I've been a royal show judge and a veterinary surgeon, so I select for good anatomy, if you like, excellent muscle and easy calving. I don't select for low birth weight because I believe that you end up with too many early maturing cattle and that don't grow out a big enough frame.
Yeah.
And then in 2012, my wife and I travelled to Germany, and we saw that the whole Simmental breed in Germany had been polled, all the horns taken off them and polled, and it had taken them 15 years. So when we came back, we were well into our 60s, and I'd retired from the veterinary job, and so we decided in my retirement we'd poll our herd as well.
Oh, yeah.
And so we've been going now for 10 years, and this year out of our 63 calves we only dehorned 5.
That's good.
So it is good, we're getting there. So last year's bull sale was amazing because the data caught up to my eye appraisal.
Yeah.
And we had cattle that had excellent phenotype, excellent carcass qualities, and the data was there to support it.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. When those two things come together, you've got a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
And so out of the first 8 bulls in our catalogue last year, 7 went to studs.
Really?
They were polled, they had beautiful looks, and they had extremely good data.
Yeah.
Can't wish for better than that.
No. And then we saw those bulls last year, and then this year, just good bulls again.
Yeah, this year the muscling of the bulls is excellent. Of course, we've had an amazing summer. I was a bit worried because I didn't think my cattle did so well in the grassy, wet summer as they do in the typical dry Hawke's Bay summer.
Yeah.
And I think that providing you've got good water supply and that high dry matter food actually makes them grow far better than this high water content green grass that we've had. Yeah, we had rain all summer this year, and of course we just had all this green grass. And I don't know whether there are Hawke's Bay farmers that know how to farm a green summer. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't until this autumn into March that we started getting some sunshine that they really blossomed and bloomed. And I think young cattle, young lambs, young sheep need a bit of sunshine. So we're very pleased. They've now picked themselves up, and as you saw today, they're looking very good. We've got some extremely good carcass cattle. We've introduced a new bloodline from Canada, and Granolta HP Sensation. He's a homozygous polled bull, again producing our polled cattle, and we've got some sons of his to add a bit of different genetic.
Yeah.
And then this last year or two, we've got another bull from Texas, St. John GATTON, and these are the yearlings that we did today.
Yeah.
Very, very similar in type and size, and so what we're going to do this year is we're going to offer the stud people a chance of buying St. John GATTON bloodline through buying a yearling bull from us.
Yeah.
We're the only stud in New Zealand that has this bloodline, and so we're tempting the stud breeders to come to our sale and buy a yearling bull.
What's going to be the process there with that bull?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to put up a group in the pen, and we'll invite the buyers to select a bull from them, and you can bid on them. At the end of the bidding, you select which one you want to take home.
And that's it, one this year?
Yep, just one this year, and then the rest will come up as 2-year-olds next year.
Yeah. And you got anyone giving you a hand here?
I've got a very good helper here. Yeah, Grant Latimer's come back.
Yeah.
Grant and I worked together way back in the 80s when he was managing Cornwall Park and set up the Cornwall Park Simmental stud.
Yep.
And that was on Glen Anthony bloodlines in the early days.
Yep.
Glen Anthony Morven was a great bull that we used that Grant used up there, and it was the first $17,000 bull that we ever sold. And it wasn't until this last year's sale that we matched that price again.
Yeah. And you're selling a bit of semen too?
Well, we have. Waiata semen has done extremely well in Australia. And of course, this was the brilliant thing of last year. We had Waiata females in the herd have become a backbone of our herd, and we had this young bull executive, and that when we matched him with the Waiata females, then we got the data and the good looks, and that all came together, and that was just brilliant. Sadly, executive broke his pelvis, and even though I tried to save him, we nursed him for a whole year, and I thought we'd done a miracle, but it broke again, and I had to put him down. So that was hard. That was a hard thing to do. But so we're missing him, but we've got his full brother Governor, who's got a few bulls at the end of this sale, and so we're looking forward. What we're trying to do here in New Zealand is introduce a few new bloodlines from America and Canada, just as a point of difference to those stud breeders out there that want different genetics. We can offer them to them.
Who's going to bring in the big money this year?
Well, that's a good question. It's up to the buyers. I think that perhaps the St John GATTON yearlings may introduce a little bit of excitement. I think lot 2, bull number 7, is the best bull in the sale, but he's horned, and I'm not sure that stud breeders want to pay the top money for a horned bull. It's a bit the same as last year. I believe last year's lot 2 was the best bull in the sale, but he was horned. He sold for 9,000, but didn't go to a stud breeder. So, it just depends on the day which ones come. I think that lot 1 is a homozygous polled bull, and lot 3 is another homozygous polled bull. And because of those characteristics, and they're extremely, especially lot 1 is a sensation bull by the new bull from Canada, and lot 3 is the same. They may well be the top price players because they're different bloodlines and homozygous polled, which is quite popular. Buying a homozygous polled bull, there's very good information to show that 100% of the calves will be polled.
Now, what's our date?
8th of June, Thursday the 8th of June at 12:30 on farm.
And what's an easy way to explain where the hell are we?
825 Farm Road, Waipukurau. Most people know where Glen Anthony is, but no, honestly, Tony, it's been great. I mean, Glen Anthony over the years, this is our 49th year of breeding Simmental, so next year will be our 50th.
Should be a good session then.
Well, I think we should have a good party. Even you can come and enjoy it.
Thank you very much. That'll be good. I'll be there.
I think it'd be a good idea. So next year we're going to hope to try and invite all the old stud breeders of a long time ago. The Simmental Breed Society began in 1971. They had a meeting at Christchurch Racecourse, and that's when the herd book was started in 1971. Only had about 150 members by the end of that year. I joined in 1973. My herd number was 299, and there's only one stud left. That's Rissington stud, out from Napier, up in the hills and from Napier. Rissington have got a number in the 40s. Otherwise, there are no lesser numbers than 299. So, apart from Rissington, and John Absalom has now passed on, I would be the oldest Simmental breeder left in New Zealand at the moment. So next year, all going well, we'll have some nice GATTON calves for sale, and we'll put on a show, I think. 50 years.
Bloody good. Good luck. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much for coming.
Good to see you.
Appreciate it.